Hey, welcome back to episode 2 in the Road to World series. For those of you who are new, I'll be competing at the World Powerlifting Championships in June in Germany this year. This will actually be my 5th time representing Team Canada, and I am absolutely stoked and honored because it is always a privilege to represent your country. So, basically, I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I have been a little under the weather. I'm currently on the mend with a cold I caught earlier this week. I'm still not feeling optimal, but I'm feeling good enough for this workout. So, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about should you train when you're sick? And if you're training when you're sick, how do you go about doing that? So, as we go through my workout, we're going to have a discussion. So what is on the menu for today's workout? We got some tempo squats, not very heavy, I think sets of 6 at 405. And then we have bench. I need to check my program, but I think sets of maybe 5 or 6 around the 300 pound range. So today's not terribly heavy, and I should be able to manage it pretty well. And if you're asking what am I doing in this position, I don't know if the video has the band in view, but I'm doing Spanish squats as one of my warm-ups. Now this one is pretty intentional because it helps with my patellar tendonitis, which for those of you who've been following me from way back in the day, you know I used to be a pretty competitive soccer player, and I developed some pretty nasty patellar tendonitis during that time. So this is one of those exercises that helps to strengthen my patellar tendon and help keep me happy when squatting. It's also important for me to keep my adductor strong. For those of you who remember when I had that bad adductor injury during my Westerns prep, I like to make sure I keep doing my rehab exercises for my adductor. Sometimes I incorporate them as a warm-up to make sure I don't forget. Sidebar. Now, one of the reasons why I think people sometimes have so many recurring injuries is once they start feeling better, they totally neglect doing those rehab exercises, which help them get back to, that starting point or that place of feeling healthy and happy. And when you neglect that, it often leaves room for that injury to reappear. So don't forget, don't neglect those rehab exercises once you start feeling better. All right, so let's continue this conversation. Should you train when you're feeling sick? And I think like most things, it really does depend on a few factors, like the severity of your sickness. If you spent basically all day in your bed, you have no energy, and you want to have to take a ton of drugs just to get yourself hyped enough to get in the gym, probably not a good idea to train. If you're still in a good headspace, you have a good amount of energy, and you can hit your workout without, obviously absolutely killing yourself, and I think that's when it'll be a good idea to still get trained. And one of the most important things is making sure that you are adjusting your workout to how you're feeling. So if you're someone who trains with RPs or even percentages, I would move to an RP format where you can be like, I was supposed to come in and do this weight was supposed to be between 75 to 80%, might have been like, around an RP 7 for the day. If I load that same weight and it's feeling a lot harder, like an RP 8 or 9, I'm going to drop the load so that it still matches the RP that I should have been training at that day. So make sure you adjust your expectations because obviously you're not going to be feeling as hot on the day. Another factor is obviously just being considerate of your environment. If you're working out in a public gym and you're still coughing and sneezing everywhere, you want to be considerate of not getting other people in your environment sick as well. So that's something to consider. I do find personally I could be a little bit stubborn when I'm sick, but sometimes you really just do need to take the time and rest and recover, because if you push your body too hard, you can honestly make things worse, and it might take longer to get back to training as you want to. So just the biggest thing is listening to your body and understanding, when you have the energy and you're good enough to still train versus when you need to just take the extra time to snooze and let your body recover. So here we go, 4 wheels on the bar, which makes 405 pounds. It's not super heavy, it's actually pretty light, but I hate tempos. Luckily, I'm just doing 3-second eccentrics and then regular tempo on my concentric, so I'm going to be going lightning fast out of the hole to get back up. But man, tempo eccentrics, I hate them. It doesn't matter how heavy I'm going, I am just gassed by the end of the set. So I'm not going to show you every single one. Actually, fast forward a bit. This is actually my very last set. So I want to hit this set and then get on to bench. Pray for me and wish me luck. That's tiring. That's tiring. Oh. Maybe I should have taken my own advice and rested up. Alright, so for bench, we got a 4x6 at 300 pounds. So again, not too much weight on the bar. We should fly through this. And for timing of this video, I'm going to snap my fingers and it's going to be like, boom, we're done my warm-ups and straight to the working sets of 300 pounds. So 3, 2, 1, 300. Like magic, we got 300 on the bar. So let's take my first set and see how it moves. Pretty good. Pretty good. So I think the RP range for today's bench is about 5 to 6, which I think that moved pretty appropriate. Now I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch the rest of my sets, but basically I want to thank you guys for tuning into this video, and thank you for listening to my TED Talk on if you should train when you're sick. So in summary, it really does depend. If you are going to train, listen to your body, adjust your workouts to how you're feeling, and don't put yourself in a position where you're going to make anything worse. And also just be conscious of the people around you if you are going to a gym with lots of people, as no one wants to get sick. So, just be conscious of that as well. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you're not ready, make sure you head over to kfmerch.com. Get some we got so much new swag there. We got sweaters, t-shirts, pants, hoodies, caps, you name it, lots of stuff, not even swag. Head on over, check for yourself. Like this shirt, train hard, win easy. Lots of fun stuff on there. If there's any topics you guys want me to cover, let me know in the comments below. This channel is for you. I want to help you get stronger. Thanks for watching, guys. Train hard, train smart, see results, get CAFIT. Thanks for bearing with my sick voice today, and I will catch you next time.